In this video, we're going to talk about Kamuro-Go missions. So you access this from the start menu, and there is a hell of a lot of missions to do. As you can see, there's 407 and 87 city missions, 407 shop missions, so they have sort of different requirements in each one. I did get a full set of this. I've got the trophy, but for some reason the save has disappeared after I uninstalled it. So is what it is. So we'll just go into this. So the profile just gives you sort of an overview of stats and stuff as far as you've done so far. Other stuff that you need to do. If I go into shops, you can see there's all the different kinds of shops. So these are mainly like the mini game stores and the food stores, stuff like that. So let's just go through them one by one. So Cafe Maggiore, basically for the food stores, all you need to do is buy all the one of every order in every single shop, basically. So these ones are really easy to do. Some of them might have different times of day when you can access certain ones, like certain meals and stuff. So keep an eye out for that. If you are struggling on any in particular, do let me know. But yeah, there's plenty of these. You've got the map, which basically tells you where to go to any like locations. Like Akashimaru will be on the map if you just go into it, and you can obviously put a waypoint there, go to it, buy the food, onwards and upwards. You want to have the bottomless stomach skill as well for this, just because it's easier. I would also recommend for any that contain alcohol, if you max your stat on alcohol with the skills. But then also an easy way to get rid of your drunkenness quickly is, well, you can use items, of course, but if you don't want to use items when you're like drunk, run outside. As long as you've got this drunken skill, get into a fight, just press triangle next to a group of enemies. You'll hit like 4 or 5 enemies, I think, in this move, and then win the fight, and you won't have any drunkenness left. So it'll all be gone, which is really useful. That saved me a lot of time and a bit of money, avoiding any hangover stuff. So they're all pretty self-explanatory. I won't go into too much detail on them, but then we'll get into the mini games. We'll go through these one by one. So you got home runs. These are quite tricky, to be fair. You have to do all of the courses in the baseball batting center. Yeah, it's rough. But you do get like points. It's literally just do all the challenge courses, all the home run courses, and then I think there's 2 separate courses. It might be those 2. Yeah, there's 2 like end courses, I'm pretty sure, that are pretty rough, a lot more difficult than the others, but all you need to do is complete all the courses in the batting centre, and that's it, really. There's no other special requirements. Club Sega, various different things here. Pretty rough, not going to lie, for some of them. So, fighting Vipers, you just need to beat all characters, which isn't particularly difficult, I guess. So you could choose different people to fight different people, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory, but I think I'll have a video on fighting Vipers anyway, explaining an easy way to win. I'm pretty sure that one was actually quite tricky compared to Virtua Fighter, but we'll see. 3 stages of Virtua Fighter 5. You can cheese that with the girl, I can't remember her name, is it Alice? And she does like kick, but the first kick's like to the midsection, the second kick sort of wraps their head a bit. So you just loop that, and it keeps going on and on and on and on, which is really useful. I think it's Circle or BB on Xbox. But yeah, it's pretty easy, to be fair. Beat 5 rivals in Puyo Puyo. Right, Puyo Puyo I'm not going to go into on this video because I will lose my mind with that. Worst minigame ever. Painful for me, at least. Haunted me for 16 hours straight. Oh no, it was 8 hours straight and then 12 hours straight, I think it was. that I was playing Puyo Puyo, and it was to get the final thing, which is relatively difficult. It only unlocks after level 25, I think, something like that. But you always get screwed at like level 21. Or it was so annoying. Bringing up bad memories. But yeah, win in Puyo Puyo 10 times, not too difficult. Beat 5 rivals. Again, you have to face all the different characters, so it's pretty rough. Fantasy Zone 50k, you've done this before if you played any of the other games. Pretty similar to those, not too tricky. I think it was 100k in other games for Fantasy Zone, so it's a bit easier. Or maybe it wasn't, I can't remember. 5 stages of Virtua Fighter, you can cheese it, it's fine, I'll show you that in the separate video. Puyo Puyo, beat all rivals, that was the worst one by a country mile. That was the worst one. Where is that? What's she called? Rich? I think, is it Ringo? Oh no, it was Rulu. I think it was Rulu. So she's the one that only unlocks after level 25, but it's not guaranteed that she will. So every time you do a level, you get a new opponent, but it's not necessarily going to be her. So mine unlocked at, I think, 31 or 30, which was quite lucky, really. And I got a good run against her. The worst part is she's like a lot easier than the other characters to beat, so it's just really frustrating getting there. Or at least it was for me. Win 2020, 20 times in Puyo Puyo, easy enough. Virtua Fighter, all stages, easily done. The only trouble with Virtua Fighter, I think, is that silver dude at the end, but I'm sure you can beat him with the cheese. Might have to mix it up a little bit just to throw him off. But yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Winners all characters, easy enough. 30 times. Puyo Puyo. So yeah, Sega. Oh god, never again. I'm never playing Puyo Puyo. If it's in another game, I'm not playing it. I'll just flat out refuse to. It was horrible. Dead Souls, pretty simple mini game here. This is at Theatre Square. It's not too difficult. You get plenty of tools to get through, and I think it spawns you at the chapter as well. So if you beat a chapter, you can spawn from like chapter 2, I'm relatively sure. Or am I making that up? Can't remember. But either way, it's not too difficult. Motor Raid. That wasn't too hard either, if I remember correctly. Choose the best bike you can and use your weapons effectively. And then that should do you. Enjoy darts. Play darts with all rule sets. That's easy enough. You've got a few different ones, but again, it explains it, and it's not tricky darts, to be honest. Score between 100 and 150 points in one round, easy enough. So you can either do like, well, 100 and 150 is nada. So, yeah, you get like 60, 20, 50 or whatever. Easy enough. But just get 2 bulls and any other number, pretty much. 5 UFO catcher prizes. The UFO on this, I can't remember if it was tricky or not. It probably was. But that's easy enough. And 777 headshots in Camera of the Dead. Easy enough. 2 million points in Space Harrier. I'm pretty sure you needed 5 million in one of the other games. So 2 million should be easy enough for you. And if not, obviously I'll have a video on it. But should be alright. Score more than 151 points in one round of darts. Again, easy enough. Win a total of 10 UFO catcher prizes. Standard. Clear all stages in Camera of the Dead. There's only 5 stages, so that's not too hard. 500 zombies. All courses in Motor Raid. 3 consecutive bullseyes. Easy enough. 3 in a bed, so that's like getting 180 triple 20s. Oh, it excludes triple 20s, sorry. So I'll just get any other triple. Easy enough. 180, easy. 3 different triples consecutively in cricket game mode. Easy enough. 15 UFOs, so that one not as bad as the other one by any stretch of the imagination. Everyone's favourite, Mahjong. Get first place at 2 tables in Lullaby Mahjong. So that means like either easy and hard, or easy and medium, or medium and hard, or whatever, I think. Yeah, easy and medium, there you go. And if you press triangle, you can get certain details and stuff, so it's not too bad. Win 5 games with Ron or Sumo. Win 10 games with Ron or Sumo. Lullaby Mahjong, easy enough. Gets a bit trickier in the other ones, I think. So you got hard and medium at this one. Again, not too tricky. Tachibana. Oh, this is the weird one, wasn't it? Win 10 times via Wayori in Tachibana Mahjong. So you unlock this Mahjong parlor later on, I think, as one of the sub-stories, if I remember correctly. And the Warame is like this weird thing that goes to like each different person depending on a certain thing. So I think like if you have a little symbol next to your name, you've got the Warame, and you need to win the match with that on you. But if you lose like a round, then I think you lose the Warame. It's really confusing, but you have to have it at the end of the match, I'm pretty sure. Relatively sure. 30 times via... Like, I didn't even know what it meant at the time, but like just keep playing Mahjong and yeah, you'll get there. But yeah, I think this one was probably very time consuming. 5 times with an open reachy. First place in all tables, so yeah, not too tricky, but it will be time consuming and annoying. Oh, drone racing. So this one's very time consuming as well, depending on how good you are. And I sucked, so it was pretty bad, for me at least. So enter a drone for the first time, get first place in the beginner league, amateur league, regular league, expert league, champion league. Get first place in all courses in the champion league, so I think the champion league is the highest one. Go over 100 kilometers per hour. Again, like these ones, you upgrade your drone as you go, so it's not too insane. That is still very difficult to get the sort of time trials or time attacks, as we're going to go on to here, but for winning generally, it's not as bad. You just get a feel for the courses. Use like the fastest one. You're gonna end up taking damage most of the time. Just try not to die as you're taking damage. It's kind of tricky to explain drone racing because you need to really focus on what you're doing, and you have to be pretty precise in your movement. It's not mega insane, but it is quite difficult, I found. Some people probably find it easy, but not me. Yeah, so these ones, time attacks, in different sort of levels, they want you to get a certain time, or under a certain time. So 55 seconds, it sounds easy, but it's really not. So you really need a decent drone for all of these ones. I would say just go for the best one. I can't remember what they were. But some of these are like really awkward with the turns and stuff. But yeah, always make sure you boost in. Always, like, you just constantly need to boost when you can. Always get the boosts on the like the game gives you sort of a circle in the middle of your screen, which you have to fly through to get a boost as well. So you can double up on boosts. If you boost into a boost, it goes even faster and for longer. But yeah, stuff like that. It's pretty mad. Pretty mad. So yes, the drone lab, 162. I would use Sirix's list for this. Did I make my own list on this? I think I made my own list, and it was just the most time-consuming nonsense that I ever did. Because then I just went to Sirix's guy, and I was just like, I could have copied and pasted this. Great. Oh, great. There's some good typing though, I suppose. Yeah, so 162 is a lot. That's different types of drones, I believe. So yeah, you're gonna be... Oh, it's different types of drones and parts, sorry. Yeah, okay, yeah, so you got motors and all that. yeah, good luck with that. Get the list basically, and then it'll tell you how many things like materials you need. I would go off the materials list of how much you need and just get them all or as many as you can. Easy way to make money is probably the virtual reality. So make sure you got all your free passes and stuff for that, and then do the virtual reality, get your money, then go and buy all the parts. Some of these, I'm pretty sure, you can only get in certain places like the gambling halls and stuff like that. But we'll go into that in proper depth in the specific videos for drones. Yeah, it's a rough one, definitely a rough one. But good luck. I'm sure you'll nail it. And that brings us down to everyone's favourite, Paradise VR. So this is a sort of new one as well. I kind of enjoyed it. At the start, it was a bit meh, but it grew on me. Because once you get better at the sort of mini game trials and you understand how to make a lot more money. So what they don't tell you is like if you get hit by the negative Nyan Nyan or whatever it's called, he steals all your stuff. But if you go and fight that guy again, you get all your stuff back plus like a load more. So it's always worth getting hit by him, going back. Make sure you've got your skills unlocked for the dice to increase it by however much it is. Obviously it slows it down as well, so you can more likely to get what you want. There is quite a few skill books, I think, in this dice game, where they're pretty much, they don't really tell you where they are, but they're in like safes in different zones and stuff, so probably worth looking into that if you're missing any skills or anything. Let's have a look what we've got. So, clear one course, throw the dice 10 times, clear course, 3 tigers, Nyan Nyan mode, there you go, Koro Nyan, D50, 50 times, Master of VR, clear all the rules and courses, 100 times, 50 times, free pass. Again, that's not too difficult at all. This one, more of a, you just walk up to the capsule machine and hope that you get what you need. Obviously you can tick them off as you go. Not too tricky. Ah, the gambling dragon's place. Here we go. Playing with the big kois. So that's 5,000 tags, playing koi. I think these accumulate over time anyway, so you don't have to get them in one sort of move. Oichikabu, again, 5,000 tags, easy enough. I'll have videos on all these again. They're always in the Yakuza games, so I've got plenty of videos on them. They're not too tricky for beginners as well, which is nice. 7,500, 10,000, so that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure you can get yourself through that. Koi, I actually enjoy Koi at the minute. I'm playing it on Lost Judgment currently, and smashed someone with like 5,000 points in a turn. It was great. On expert, love to see it. You'll love to see it. Yes, shogi. So shogi. I basically used the cheat. It's not a cheat item. It is a cheat item, but basically there's this book that they sell. I think it's in the sewers, if I remember correctly, and it basically just plays the game for you. I can't remember if the challenges are all the same, and like there's probably like, if the challenges are all sort of the same, then you can do the challenges as per like the video guide. But for just like standard games or whatever it is, then yeah, like no take backs or whatever, you just let the guide do what it needs to do, because you'll do your move and then they'll do their move really quickly, and then it'll take like 2 minutes, a literal 2 minutes, maybe even longer, to do your next move. So like it's really weird because you just sort of sat there like, what am I doing? So I'd recommend like bringing a book or You know, if you're watching a TV show on the side, just have that on the side. Let the book do the work. Make the move when it tells you. Crack on like that. Or do something productive, you know. Learn a language, do whatever. Whatever it is you enjoy. It's going to be time consuming. So that is it for shops. So that's... I mean, the mini games are really tough, but some of those are relatively easy. A lot of it's time consuming though. Friends, how have I not got the 50 oh yeah, because it's different saves. So yeah, 50 friends. I'm doing a separate video on friends. It's going to be sort of a written on the screen kind of guide, and I'll just sort of go through each one separately. Most of the friends are really easy. It's just trying to unlock them and stuff like that. So we'll go from there. The next part is talk to 30 people, easy enough. Talk to 150 people, talk to 300 people, all good. Eat at restaurants in Kamuro-Go, you're going to do that anyway for the shop missions. Cumulative total of 1 mil, 10 mil, 30 mil. Again, you'll get that from doing VR. You might even get it before you finish the game, just from doing missions and side missions. Mini Marathon Man, so this is just running, 4200k. Shutterbug, snap 10 smartphone pictures, 100, so you can literally just tap, take all the photos, don't have to take them anything in particular, just smash out 100 clicks and you'll be there. Novice Locksmith, you're going to use that a lot anyway. I don't know, it might count in Paradise VR as well, so you do unlock quite a lot of things in story mode and sub-stories, so maybe you'll get it before that, but if not, I'm pretty sure it'll count in Paradise VR. Drink 5 different types of alcohol, you're going to do this standardly. Taxi 10 times, self-explanatory. 250 enemies you pick a fight on the street, so 1,000 enemies, easy enough. Activate 50 EX actions. I mean, you're gonna be using that all the time, I assume. That's the triangle button. So it's just a finisher basically. 300 people with weapons, easy enough again. 300 objects, so that's a little bit different. So you pick up signs and bikes and stuff. 1,000 times, easy enough. 50 enemies during EX boost, so 300 enemies during EX boost, which is R2 I think, to trigger that. 1,000 in Tiger, 1,000 in Crane, 200 with wall jump, 200 without taking damage, that's, again easy enough. 50 minigames, 300 minigames, you're going to do that probably standardly, because it's just you're playing minigames all the time with these games. Ooh, and here comes more Mahjong that you didn't expect, and it came out of nowhere. So go out with Mangan. So Mangan I think is 10,000 points maybe, or 8,000 points. It's quite a lot of points. But yeah, oh no, Hahnemann's 10,000, isn't it? I don't even know anymore. It's been a while since I played Mahjong, thankfully. But I will be playing it soon again on Lost Judgment. But yeah, it's quite a lot of points. Just keep playing it, you'll get it naturally. 3 colour straight. Win it with 3 colour straight. I can't remember how I did that. Is that, I think that's like 1, 2, 3 in 1 colour. 4, 5, 6 in like dots. 7, 8, 9 in something else like the green one. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of tricky to do, but you know, keep at it, keep working towards it, you'll get there. Richie Ipatsu just means once you click Richie, you need to win on that turn. So once it a full sort of circle, once it gets back to you, you won't be getting any Ipatsu, unfortunately. Play Mahjong and win at least a Hahnemann. Yeah, so a Hahnemann I think is more than a Mangan by the look of it. That's not too bad for Mahjong. Blackjack 30k. Again, if you get the Blackjack amulet, the cheat item, that gives you 5 automatic wins. with blackjack, and the money keeps increasing. So you go from like 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 to 5,000 to 10,000, and I think it gives you 5 times your price or 3 times your price. So that'll be easy enough for you if you have that cheat item. You can also use the bust amulet. Poker, 10k, 20k, 30k. Poker, a bit more difficult because you need the others to be putting in money. I literally just save it, start the game, keep raising, keep raising, keep raising. If I win, I win. If I lose, I just quit and restart. Easiest way for me. Chances are most people back out because you're just constantly raising, but depends how good their hands are. What now? Encounter and greeted by a close friend 30 times. I think that's when you're walking around Kamuro-Go and people just join you for some reason. Or if you're in a fight and then they join you. I can't remember, to be quite honest. Play pinball. Oof. Pinball Pro. 10 times. Pinball. See, pinball was not too bad, but to get that trophy was pretty awkward. Because it was a tricky pinball one. Find 10 of the design codes. So these design codes are scattered all around town. I was doing a video on them. I can't remember how I was doing it, but I don't think it would have been the most easy to follow guide visually, because I didn't do one by one sort of map stops, and yeah, I was just sort of flying around and doing it, because I think you have to quit out to access the map whilst you're in drone mode. I'm not sure, can't remember, but yeah, I'll work something out. Maybe I'll just do a written description on the whilst it's showing. That might help. Yeah, there's about 50 of those, I think, all scattered around, and some of them are in really awkward positions. You basically just fly up to them, and then it'll give you the option to press X, and that's it. Lord of Puzzle Shogi, yeah. So again, Shogi. I think Puzzle Shogi is different. I think there's a guide on that where you can just do it, normally, rather than like a normal game where you have to actually think. I think there's just a set of actions that you have to take to win. But yeah. Extracts, again, bit time consuming, but you can create the cheapest extract and then just keep using that. Obviously you can buy ingredients and stuff, so it's not too bad. Quick starter app. Funding those campaigns, Jesus, there's a lot of campaigns, but yeah, they're all listed there. GA Labs is like the bigger one, the more consuming one. But yeah, this sort of improves VR. Some of them give you like better hug bombs, some of them give you better equipment and stuff, so definitely worth doing. GA building complete. I think there's 10 levels on that, and it increases in price every time, so pretty rough stuff there. But that is Kamuro-Go. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, please like and subscribe, comment, let me know how things are going. Try and help you with any comments and stuff. Got a nice community of people that comment quite a lot, so it's nice. They all give advice and stuff, so keep an eye out for that if you need it. And yeah, can't believe that save's deleted. Just ruined my day. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care. Peace out.